Why does God chase the Roman centurion Cornelius?
Yeah, it's a really bizarre story that you find in Acts chapter 10 because Cornelius is a God-fearer. He hasn't given his life to Jesus, but he fears God generally. And God comes to him in a vision and says, you need to call the apostle Peter to yourself. And so it's like God has him beckon an evangelist. And sure enough, Peter comes to him. And Peter is in a quandary because he's like, is this gospel just for us Jews? Or is this something that is meant for all the Gentiles? Are all nations welcomed into the family of God? And together, both Cornelius and Peter are shown by God that this gospel, Jesus, is meant for all the nations on earth. Now, what makes Cornelius so incredible in the story is he's a Roman centurion. Like the Jews of the first century hated the Romans, and so because they were subjugated and brought under Roman control. So now imagine that Peter, who is one of the leaders of the Christian church, a Jew, is now being called to go to one of the people who instructs the soldiers that are oppressing you and saying, you're welcomed into the family of God too. And so God is coming and saying, even your enemies, even the oppressors are worthy of an invitation of the gospel. And Cornelius comes to faith and the Spirit of God grabs hold of him. It's a beautiful story.